It was hard to avoid this production's press attention. I waited for the tide of interest to settle before I decided to watch it. When I read a film poster's list of 4 and 5-star praise either from this magazine or that newspaper, it just washes over me because marketing hype is overused. I guess we all tend to ignore it nowadays. Something about this experience reminded me of the film May, which I've also reviewed. I can't articulate exactly what, how, or why, it just did. American Mary is Jen and Sylvia Soska's second film. It follows a surgical student called Mary Mason, played well by an actress called Catherine Isabelle. Now, to be honest, the casting overall is fine, apart from the English cop, who was just wrong. Now, this is not a major negative. I like the opening sequence when the credits rolled, and the pace of the ride is perfect. My guess is this film was made on a very tight, low budget. If they had more funds, the club location could have had more people in it, or even better, they could have paid a location scout to find a real sleazy club that had more of an atmosphere. Any atmosphere. There are several creepy characters on screen that are a joy to watch. I wish the large bouncer guy was used more. He was an interesting character that only had a single scene. It's so refreshing to witness a plot unfolding where one minute you think you know exactly where it's going to roll, then you're taken along an alternative story path. There's certainly a twisted David Cronenberg influence threading through this journey, which is fine by me. The question I had before I committed to watch American Mary was this: is the hype going to be justified? My answer now is absolutely yes. I enjoyed this film much more than I expected. American Mary had my total attention from the very start. I didn't look at my watch once. I was totally lost in Mary's world, and when the ride was over, sitting in the dark silence, my first thought was, wow. And my second thought was, that was exceptional. The Soska twins had each other for support and to brainstorm creative ideas past each other. The lesson learned here is that sometimes we need to work with someone else you can trust in order to get a film funded and produced. Working alone can be too isolating and frustrating. I wonder just how many of us have genuinely intriguing story ideas, just like Sylvia and Jen Soska. And to their credit, they succeeded. They did it. They wrote and directed a great film here, and everyone involved must be very proud indeed. Well done. The predictable and unimaginative horror conveyor belt productions of remakes and sequels should be ashamed.